Dude. This thing being weird. Yeah. That's good enough. Boom. Alright guys, welcome back. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm absolutely pumped for tonight. This is my one of my all-time favorite games, Megaman Battle Network 2. Playing on the Nintendo Switch with the Battle Network, Legacy Collection, essentially. Man, I cannot tell you how much I've played and just beaten the hell out of this game. Let me fix that camera for you. Gotta center myself a bit. Yeah, forgive me. My kids' toys are just hanging out. That's what they do. For those of you that popped in when I was doing Battle Network 1, first of all, thank you. Second, it's Battle Network 2 is quite a bit different. I kind of said some of this while I was playing Battle Network 1 with y'all. You can run, so the escape chip isn't such a necessity. Everything seems much, I don't know, much more, what's the word? Polished, maybe? It's like they really hit their stride with the franchise with this game. In my opinion, I think this was where it peaked. 3 is amazing as well, but I mean, no entry in the series, in my opinion, comes anywhere close to 2. There wasn't the so 3 added the Navi Cust and the Navi Customizer and the split, the categorization of chips from they're all just chips, which is what the system was in 1 and 2, to okay, now there's standard chips, then the Navi chips, and the more powerful chips are mega chips, and then oh yeah, by the way, there's like super duper ridiculously powerful chips now called giga chips, and they limited like number of what you can have in your folder of each. They kind of nerfed some things. They made Life Sword actually usable, which is great. I mean, they did balance things quite a bit more, but it's just 2 is amazing. This was one of my probably most played games of the era. I borrowed it from my buddy in 5th grade. I don't know. Grade school, junior high, somewhere around then, right? Borrowed it from him and just start to finish beat the shit out of it, man. It was just such a great game. I got my own copy at some point much later, and I've been playing it ever since. I've played it and replayed it and replayed it for like 20 years, 25. No, how old am I? Yeah, 20 years ish. Just, it's amazing. I love it so very, very much, and I hope that by watching me play through this together with y'all, that you fall in love with the game too. That's why my channel exists. I want you guys to fall in love with the same games that I did, because I think that a lot of these games that I loved weren't very mainstream at the time, and surely there's new generations that have never heard of half the stuff that I used to love, and that anyone in my age group used to love, and this is just a great opportunity to introduce it to them and to anyone else that never had the opportunity or never tried or never had the desire or what have you to play this when it came out or since. So yeah, I hope that y'all fall in love with this game just like I did. Dude, it hooked me. Immediately hooked me. I'm very sorry about the kind of late start. Just real life stuff. Plus, dude, Nintendo, just Switch shenanigans. Y'all know Switch 2's coming out, or rather, sorry, Switch 2's already out, isn't it? I don't know. Who cares? I'm not buying it. And so I turned my Switch on for the first time in, I don't know, a couple months, maybe more. It's been a bit. I try to focus on one game at a time, because if I split my attention between multiple games, things wind up unfinished, or I get distracted, or whatever, right? So for whatever reason, Switch sat here for a hot minute, right? Being unused, and I turn it on, and it wants to auto-update, which, like, what the hell, first of all? I have that setting turned off. But it wanted to auto-update, like, every game that I've got, every software, and it made the Switch just unusable. I restarted it, both soft and hard, multiple times. It was like a period of 20 minutes just trying to get this stupid thing to work and open this game. Only after I turned the internet off, rather turned off Wi-Fi access for the Switch, only after that did it start actually working. So hey, by the way, Nintendo, doubt you're watching, doubt you're listening, don't care, I'm going to say it. This is not the way to convince me to buy a Nintendo Switch 2. It's not. By making my Switch useless, like you just tried to do, you have merely made me dig my heels in further. In terms of me absolutely never buying another console that you make. Stop acting like Apple. Stop acting like Microsoft. I don't need that. I paid for this. This is mine. Quit screwing it up. Alright? You are not entitled to my money. I am entitled to this shit working. Okay? That being said, let's go. Let's do it. Leave all that negativity behind. Let's get this going, huh? New game, baby. Oh, highly recommend having a guide up and a like some kind of how you can just Google image a damn area, like a map of whatever area you're in. But find a site that has all that stuff, and that makes it way easier. Realistically, if you just have pictures of the in-game maps, you don't even, for the most part, need a guide, except to find like regular memory lying around, that sort of thing. Oh, actually, I think that was a new thing with this too, with that Battle Network 2. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm still huge. There we go. Alright, it's some kind of broken up, staticky conversation between bad guy underling and bad guy boss. Vaguely referencing some bad guy plot they've got. And underling is like, will be just like World 3, who is the main bad guy from Battle Network 1, and boss is like, nah dude, we're gonna be better than World 3, blah blah blah. Failure is punishable by death, that sort of thing. Bad guy stuff, you know. Alright, so if you were playing on the Legacy Collection, I think it's here. No, sorry. Damn. There we go. Alright, so go to the screen, go to Megaman, basically. Look at your status. Go to download chip. And here are all of the like event chips, essentially, that they give you access to for free. Go ahead and download all of them. These chips are insane. By the way, they just gave you the 5 most powerful chips in the game from the get-go. It's freaking nuts. Then go to your folder and put them in. See, that's what I mean. You basically have an elemental 600 damage that hits almost every panel, assuming you're in your front column, or sorry, middle column. It'll hit almost every panel on the bad guys or on your opponent's whatever side. So yeah, I'd add in every one of these. Take out things that are worthless, like shotgun, V-gun, sort by ID. I just prefer to do that. I don't recall if this is a thing in Battle Network 1. You see the 16 megabytes, 4 megabytes, 8 megabytes. You can basically... Oh, damn. What's the button for that? This. What's select if select isn't select? That's weird. So, whatever select is, you can basically make sure that a particular chip, so long as it's below your regular memory threshold, you can make sure that that chip always shows up the first, or basically at the beginning of every net battle. Extremely useful for combos, things like that. That's weird, man. Why doesn't... Oh, I don't think you can yet. I think you need to get your first regular memory before it'll allow you to do that. But it'll say in your folder up top, on that kind of top row area thing, how much you have, and then you can press select or whatever, and that will friggin' my brain just died. Oh my goodness. That'll just make it your regular chip. Let me think. What else? There's a big thing that is a common theme of Battle Network 2 and 3 that I won't spoil for you because it's introduced through story in this game. But it's really cool and I love it. Subchips, also a new one. So you don't have anything to start with, but basically it's like healing items or certain buffs, that sort of thing. Excuse me. Anything different? I think that's about it. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Um, so let's go ahead and we need to talk to people to progress the story. Mayl says Dex has been looking for me. Shoo. Let's talk to this dude. You don't have to talk to everybody, by the way. You could have talked to Yai and like all the other kids and stuff, but to progress. All you have to do is actually talk to Dex. Rich kid's gonna do rich kid things. You know, I never did summer homework. Ever. Not once. Never affected my grade. No one even asked about it the first day of school. A waste of time. Womp womp. Poor Lan and Dex. Oh, Megaman. Alright, there should be, I think there's a chip somewhere in here. Ah, that's right. His neighbor's desk has a chip just chilling out. Panel grab. There's a girl standing over here. You'll get some mail. Basically, you can just talk to everybody here and they'll tell you how to play the game. In general, talk to the NPCs and they'll tell you how to play the game. In fact, we'll talk to the NPCs so that y'all can see what's going on. You got mail. Y'all too young for that. Oh yeah, that's right. So if you ever get stuck, press L, basically. And Megaman will give you a hint as to what you're supposed to be doing. So we stole his chip. Sure. Oh, so, keep in mind, this was like a 2001, 2002 game, something like that. Phones did not do what they do now. Smartphones did not exist. There was no touch screen. There were flip phones. Before that, there were these like indestructible, made of diamond, I swear, Nokia phones, just giant ass bricks. All they did was call, and that's it. And then eventually they got texting. That was pretty cool, actually. Except, excuse me, golly. You got charged a dime for every text. I actually remember doing a Facebook status at the time, a Facebook post or whatever, begging my friends, do not text me. I do not have unlimited. This is very expensive for me and I'm broke and I can't afford it, right? Basically telling them I'd block them if they did it. Oh my goodness. Then I think some of them got some crap version of the internet, which would just consume tons of money for like data charges and stuff. Like, oh my goodness. It was nuts, dude. That's what the phone was like. That's what the cell phone was like at the time, right? So that's why it just rattled off a whole bunch of things that our modern day phones easily do, and you know they can do even more now. Just keep in mind that this was 20 years ago. Okay, the technology we have today did not exist then. So just context. Context from the old guy. What's up, Teach? Womp womp. Alright, I think we have to talk to Mayl to progress. You know what? I'm gonna switch. This is craning my neck over here. Oh, it's so much easier. Yep. So to progress, talk to Dex. I've already talked to everybody except for Mayl. Cool. Let's go. Oh, this is another thing that's new. Every area of the net has what they call a square, which is like somewhere viruses don't spawn. It's safe. You can buy chips. You can buy programs, things essentially. I don't recall if they had squares in Battle Network 1. But if they didn't, there's your explanation. Oh, they also help you kind of get around a lot easier as well. Oh, City Netbattler. The concept of like an official Netbattler, basically someone that more or less works for the government or is licensed by the government to net battle in order to fight net crime, essentially. That concept was introduced with Chad, who, if you look at the border of the screen, the dude with the white hair, right above the dude in red, Proto Man. Chad is his name. He is, I believe, the first character that was introduced. I think you see him before you see like the unnamed ones, the NPCs that are officials. So he was like an official net battler, right? The city net battler is like the lowest form of that, and that's introduced in Battle Network 2, becoming licensed, and then higher rank and getting that kind of top license, top level license or whatever, becomes a common theme in the games beginning with this game. Just so you know. Oh, and in each subsequent game, Lan and everybody forgets that they were like whatever level you were at in the previous game. It's like they learn about becoming a city net battler and all that for the first time every installment. It cracks me up. I really like what they did about with squares in the anime. If you ever watched that, I don't know how close it is to the manga. I never read the manga. My brother has. I haven't. I'd like to. I really like what they did with it. It seems like they turned it into a mall, kind of. Same kind of concept. I don't know if anybody goes to malls anymore. It used to be like the thing to do, that and go to a movie. When I was a kid. Also used to be safe to do. Alright, cool. That should be it. Yep. Leave the room. And this is ACDC Town. I don't believe it's changed too much. It's generally the same. This is Higsby's. You can go here and do Higsby things. There's some creepy ass dude just chilling out in front of your house. You should be able to go to the doghouse right now, I believe. Alright, so... Ah, it won't let you. Okay. Excuse me. So you can press R. That button means you can't jack into whatever you're trying to jack into, but you can press R to access the internet or the intranet or whatever, the net within an object, or the overall net. Alright, that's our house. Yep, cool. Alright. Talk to mom. Still can't jack into anything. Cool. Busted. Tried to get away with it, tried to be slick. Man. What a lenient mom. No wonder he's always getting in trouble. Lenient mom and an absentee dad. Well, not absentee, but just constantly working. Dude, I was grounded for like an entire grade due to grades when I was a kid. And dude just gets like a, do your homework and then you can play. Like, bro, come on. Alright, so this is basically a tutorial. This will teach you how to net battle, and it's unskippable. This is also going to be in each of the subsequent installments in the franchise. This is in all 6 of them. It's annoying, it's unskippable, I know. Blah blah blah, we're just gonna fast forward. Alright, oh my goodness. I can explain it quicker. Alright, thing in the right column. Look, your stuff goes there when you select it. As you can see, the things that you can't select, darkened. Things of the same letter, you can select. Also chips that are the same, even if they're of a different letter, chip code. You can also select them. The number 40 is how much damage it does, and the number 40 above the bad guys' heads, excuse me, is how much HP they got. The additional button, the addition button, whatever, is completely different in this game, and I'll show you that in just a second. Blah 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 blah. Boop. Boop. Alright, you see the custom gauge at the top. As it fills up, you'll get another turn, essentially. Turn defined as the chip selection screen popping up. This is an example of same letter, different chip type being able to be selected at the same time. So this is area grab, which is changed from, it's steel from the from Battle Network 1. Same chip, different name. Alright, now we've got another turn. Alright, took him out. Now, last one, they'll tell you how to do the additional button. Alright, so what you can do basically is, hey, we have recovery chips, we don't want these, so we can select them, and basically what you're gonna do is it's like in poker. You get rid of 3 cards, you can get 3 new ones, right? That's what you're doing. But that means you have no chips for basically a whole turn, waiting for your custom gauge to refill. And voila. Now, what's different with Battle Network 2 is that this row doesn't just disappear. Alright, this will stay here. Which makes using add or addition or whatever the hell much more viable, much more useful, because it was kind of like, I don't know, pointless. I never used it, not once in Battle Network 1. Or okay, not once, but like very rarely would I do that. Cool. Alright, so Lan finished his homework. Got yelled at by his mom, which is hilarious. Scrolling down, we already did that. Blah blah blah. Got mail. Alright, so where are we trying to go? To the square, right? Alright, so I want to make sure we're not going to miss any items. Let me skim through this real quick, and then I'll just bring up the image. Blah 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 blah. I already know about all that. I'm pretty sure there's nothing special. You just need to get to the square. So go ahead and bring up your map for Den Area 1. You'll have the if you, gosh, what's this thing called? Let me give you the name of the site that I go to. It's interordi.com, interordi.com. You go there, and it's honestly it's tough to navigate. It is a little annoying in that manner. Go to like Dr. Kosak's part of the I think it's run by multiple guys who all have like a handle or whatever. That's his. He's got all the JPEGs of like the maps for the game. You could probably accidentally find his site by just doing an image search. So it'll have like you know what's in each mystery data in the area. It'll have what the shopkeep's got. It'll have if Number Man pops up in that area to run a shop randomly, and if so, what he's got. Navi ghosts, secret door things, things like that. You know, it's a map. It tells you what's on it, right? Oh, you know what? That's right. We're gonna talk to all the NPCs whenever I remember. Boop. Alright, man, cool. So this is under construction and it'll be extremely useful later. This is basically like this area is like a shortcut thing to anywhere you need to go. You can travel and just in general get around way quicker once you unlock those like little warp spaces. But it takes a bit. See that little warp space? Right now it's inactive. Ooh, let me show you this stuff. I forget. I think this literally only fires it in a single row. Oh, it only hits the first enemy. Oh, you can't charge yet. That's right. Get some pew-pews, yes sir. And look at that, our first chip gotten through battle. Shockwave. Let's get rid of, you know what, I don't plan on getting hit. Let's get rid of recovery 10. I like the L code a whole lot in this game. Sword, wide sword, long sword. The L code is pretty tight. Oh, you get a wide sword L? Okay, okay. I did not realize. Should be mystery data. No? Okay, just kidding. Just thinking of different, I think Battle Network 3. There we go. Alright, so this is what he's talking about. You need somebody's password to get through there. It'll tell you who. Oh, just kidding, it won't tell you who. Sometimes it does, I think. Alright, so you gotta panel out one asterisk. Asterisks can be asterisk code chips. Blech, asterisk coded chips, rather. Can be used with anything. So for example, this pops up. I'm not limited to only G codes. I can do G's and anything with an asterisk. Can be used with anything. Is essentially what I'm saying. We don't need escape, so that's dumb. We don't need escape. Let's even a shotgun's better than that at this point. We just don't need it. It's a useless chip. Panel out. We've got it. I never use it, but if it's in there, you might as well have the best code possible for it. What else do we have? Vegan. Blech. That's fine. We'll replace these chips shortly. Now this is a new thing as well. Bug frag. It's a bug fragment. You know, it is what it does what it says it does. You know, it's a bug essentially. Except these are kind of like produced by viruses. It's not really explicitly explained, but they have some sort of relation to viruses. And in Battle Network 3, there's something kind of cool, though I never really used it, that has to do with this. And actually, bug fragments are very prominent, in fact, in Battle Network 3. In Battle Network 2, they're just used to buy stuff from a bug frag trader who sells unique chips in exchange for bug frags, as opposed to Zinni. But there's a fixed amount of them in game. Whereas, who's it's? Battle Network 3, you can get them from just merely countering your enemy. You get 1 from countering 1 enemy, 3 from countering 2 enemies, or countering twice, whatever. And I think like 8 countering 3 times. No, I think that's the number of enemies, because they would be dead with that. That's right, that's how you do a counter. And if you do that with a Navi in a net battle, it's 10. Easy way to bug frag farm would be, in Battle Network 3, is to just whoop up on decks. Just Gutsman V3. He's very predictable. His attacks are kind of slow. There's a lot of frames. A big margin of error, basically. It's very helpful, because even if you feel you're not quick enough, you probably are quick enough, and you'll get that 10 bug frags from, which is great, because there's something in that game that's quite expensive to do, along with the bug frag trader, which is awesome. It's a lot. So it was in Battle Network 2 that concept was introduced, and they just expanded upon it in Battle Network 3. Yum yum yum. Doopy doopy doop. Hello there, Mitar. I don't know how to really pronounce that, to be honest. Probably not gonna let me run. It's too soon for it to allow me to do so. the screen darkens, the time in-game freezes. Just so you know. Ow. Golly. Old man moment. Cool. Get some directions. Cool. Yeah, security code. There we go. See, it does tell you. Let's see what this dude's got. He's got some HP memory. We have no cash. Spreader Q. I can't remember. You might actually find Spreader Q elsewhere. By the way, this program advance is actually useful in Battle Network 2 and moving forward. It's called H-Burst. Yeah, it actually doesn't suck, which is nice. Go. I mean, it's better than Mini Bomb, but is it worth paying for? No, I wouldn't say so. That's just another shotgun. You've already, your folder, I believe, comes with 3 of that code. It's just why? Asterisk code recovery 10. I mean, okay, but I'm not going to be getting hit. If you're new to the series, go for it. But I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult this early on for you. If I'm you, I'm saving up for HP memories. You want to basically your HP goes up to 1,000, and there are HP memories just kind of scattered about. Let's see whose this is. Oh, perfect cannon. There we go. Let's show y'all what this does. It's awesome. Yeah. That's right. So it doesn't matter where you are. It only goes that far. That's its range period. So you don't have to line up with anybody. You don't have to... If they're in those squares, they're getting hit. Oh, shoot. I don't know how to add. No, I don't want to spoil that for you guys. Oh, guard. Okay. That's actually far more useful in this game than in previous game. Well, let me think. Yeah, let's just get rid of recovery. We don't need that. So this should be Mayl. Yep. Alright, so we are in who's it's? Den area 2. Bring up that map. There's 3 areas to the Den area, essentially. Oh, the color of mystery data from this game forward actually matters. So it was just kind of random in Battle Network 1. Green is mystery data that respawns. Blue is unique. Purple requires a subchip called Unlocker and usually has a unique chip with a unique code that can only be gotten that way, or some sort of like key item type situation, right? So I would always keep the max amount of unlockers on you when possible. Oh, that's another change. You remember Battle Network 1, to balance the fact that you couldn't run from bad guys, from viruses, etc. Your HP recovered after every battle. That's no longer the case. You can run freely, and therefore your HP stays the same as this Mr. Program is telling you. Oh, that's nice. I never knew that. See, I didn't really talk to all the dudes. Yeah, so he's basically telling you, you get ranked for how well you kill viruses and stuff, as well as, you know, bad guy navies and things. I think honestly that's enough swords. Getting hit will lower your rank. Doing it fast will increase your rank. It goes from 1 to S. When it's green, that usually that usually means you get S. If it's green, it's weird that it didn't. Perhaps I'm mistaken. In this game, bug frags hide out in places like this. They're in a fixed position in this game. So they're not a random spawn thing. They're in the same spot every single playthrough. But they're in places that you can't see. For example, this. Under here, you just press A anytime you're somewhere you can't see, and you'll find a bug frag usually. Crossgun is just another V-gun shotgun variant. Oh wait, I think there's one right here. Right? Isn't there? Oh, this isn't a complete... Oh, there it is. I knew there was one in this area, but I couldn't recall where exactly. Alright, that'll kill that one. And we just wait. Unless you want to sit here and press B 1,000 times. By the way, you'll get some kind of power up based on how you net battle. Later on in the game. And it'll be explained. I'll explain it more when we get to that point. If you like just the pew pews with the Mega Buster, try to use it more often. If that's your playstyle. If your playstyle is more dependent upon chips, use chips more often. If your playstyle is more dependent upon Navi chips, use Navi chips more often. All these things will help you. Oh, defensive and recovery chips as well. That's another playstyle. The playstyle that you like, do it more. Kill bad guys more that way. Or use those chips or do that thing more than you do other playstyles, and it'll benefit you later on. I don't want to get more specific than that because it'll spoil something. Yum. I could have sworn there was something. I guess not. That's fine. Alright, so up there gets you to somewhere you can't go to. Not yet. Or it's an area where you can't really progress past, I suppose. I'm gonna go there, but just so you know, you can't like progress past this point. You'll see why. Dude, I think bunnies spawn more often here. Yeah, I figured. Oh, flappies, that's right. If you can kill these guys fast enough, their chip is Quake, does 80 damage or 90 damage. Works like a mini bomb, but it's better in terms of damage. So I mean, I would take advantage of it if you can, but 100 HP, damn, you're probably not going to be able to kill them fast enough at this point. That's what they do, basically. Just use some stuff up. Hey, what the hell? I most certainly moved out of the way in time. Actually, let's just do that. Yeah, just for funsies. So just as a general rule, so that you guys know, I try not to do cheesy things like using the gospel chip on like the first time I fight a Navi of a particular level, right? It's just how I like to do things. And this is what I was talking about. You can't progress past this point until a little later in the story. And then here's that first mention of the license levels, the kind of ranking system of officials, official Netbattlers, which are Netbattlers sanctioned by the government to netbattle, basically, as a form of, law enforcement, essentially. Again, a concept introduced in this one that is pervasive for future installments in the series. I guess we can't really run reliably yet. So whether or not you can run from an enemy is generally dependent upon Megaman's level, which is increased through use of power-ups and HP memories. Oh shit. Rookie move. Obviously we'll get way stronger, but for now, we have just the basic chips. That's fine. Alright, so we're done there. Now we'll come back around here. I think there's a bug frag. Yep, cool. So we're only in the first area of the game, and we've already got 3 bug frags. When you get Dex's passcode, you can go through there. And pew, this should get you to the square. Hey, it's Megaman's buddies, Gutsman and Roll. For those of you that are new to the Battle Network franchise, though you'll probably recognize them if you have any level of familiarity with the original Megaman series. Because, they basically look pretty similar, except for Roll. She's got a... damn, what's the word? There's a... what you Gen Z guys say? A glow up? Y'all slang cracks me up, man. Sometimes it's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, but sometimes it's funny. Hey, get used to that, fellas. That doesn't change. Alright, so we made it to the square entrance. Let me show you around. So there will typically be 4 places you can go in a square, including the entrance. The one that's closed like this that you can access is going to be the one, you remember the construction area in that very first, like Den Area 1 or whatever, when we first jacked in. The warp space or whatever, the warp point will warp you to one of these at one of the squares, right? There's 4 of them. This is one of them. Shortcut. Gate key, there we go, he explains it, perfect. So in the game there's gate key A, B, C, D, which you get from various different ways. Yes. 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 Already been through that. Cool. So one is how you get there, one is the shortcut, one is how you get to the actual square itself, which will look like that every time, so that you don't get confused. And then this one allows you to progress further beyond the square. So I believe this one puts you on like the second floor or whatever of Den Area 2. Pretty sure. Oh, just kidding. My bad, my bad. Kodo Square. Oh wait, yeah, it does lead there. Kodo Square is at the end of this. It's not immediately where you, you know, beam into. Alright, cool. Let's bring that guide back up. We didn't really need that a whole lot for that. Blah, 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 blah. We already did that, already did that. Alright, so when you get into the square, you're going to find an official Navi who's going to be running a, well, you'll see. He'll basically give you some kind of quest. Yum. Let's talk to the Mr. Programs. Mr.'s program, right? Mr.'s program. Don't judge me. Oh, that's right. There's a place that you can go to that'll take you directly to the square. For this one, if you jack into the one of the computers in Scilab, it'll take you directly here. That's what he's talking about. There's roll. So this, the board is useful. It's another new feature to Battle Network 2. It's useful for a whole lot of information, especially for newbies. I believe in 2 and 3, its use comes into play. Excuse me, for the story progression. Golly, dude, can't stop burping or hiccuping or whatever. Can't use it yet, but it's pretty useful for newbies, especially. I recommend reading everything on there for your first playthrough. I'll do my best to explain everything that's on there to such a degree that you don't really need to use it, but I mean, if you're not just like 100% dependent upon me, you can, if you want a little bit of autonomy, you know what I mean, just, you know, go in there and read them yourself. It'll help you out. Alright, so here is shopkeep in the square. Every square has one. Barrier's pretty good. Recovery 30. Pretty decent. And the price for HP memories and power-ups, etc. only increases, just so you know. Okay, he's telling you what subchips are, which you can buy from the purple program dudes. So, here we go. Mini energy heals a paltry sum of HP, 50. Sneak run is like repel from Pokemon Unlocker is what I was telling you. It allows you to access and decode purple mystery data. Heck yeah, this is a guy that you need to talk to. And this allows you to become a city Netbattler. The Z license. There's also B and A and S, and like SS and SSS above that. Alright, cool. So you need to find hero data and hope data. I don't actually remember where they're at, to be honest. But they're not hard to find. There's only 2 possible areas they could be in. You haven't really gone super far in the game, so, you know, only so many places they could keep it. I don't even think the map actually says where that's at. Does not. I think Den Area 1 was an incomplete map, wasn't it? Oh, it doesn't show that in the first one either. When it's fine, it's no big deal. I mean, they're easy to find, honestly. They're more or less in plain sight. I believe one of them's up here. It's been a while since I played through this. Ah, there it is. 2 Canodums and Bunny. Yeah, we'll do this. And then we'll just wait. Boop. Bonk. Cool. Dunsky. There we go. Our first program advance, Z Cannon 1. We'll take out A. Perfect. We already have access to program advance. It's a big deal. It's an immense power boost. Alright, there's one of 2. We now need, I forget what the other one's called, but Hope Data or something like that. We now need that one, which will be in, I think here, right? No. Poor Gutsman, can't find anything. Like 3 Canodums. Can we run yet? It's kinda, nah. Can't make it that easy, can you? That's fine. So at a certain point, I'll do the Buster Max thing, which is a feature of the Legacy Collection. Basically multiplies the damage that your Buster does, including charge shots, by 5, I think. At a certain point, I'll do that. But not immediately. You know, I want to like hang out in the area for a good while first. Before I do that. Otherwise, it just like cheeses the game. It's a little unnecessary, I think. Besides, I mean, you greatly benefit from doing these net battles, especially because of like those event chips that they just give you for the Legacy Collection. Make it a lot easier to hunt for chips. Because they're all powerful, and, you know, they can really help you out. Oh, we have a Zap Ring? Yeah. Let's get rid of Shotgun for that. Shockwave, whatever, get rid of V-Gun. Okay, we don't have anything useless that's doing like 30 damage in here now. Zap Ring will paralyze him. That's actually really useful, especially for setting up a combo, and A is a really good code. L is more my favorite. Well, L and B are my favorite codes in this game. I think P is pretty damn good too, if I remember correctly. Eventually I'll get rid of like the panel outs, the recoveries. Those are next on the chopping block. Yeah, we just don't need them. Alrighty. Nyum. There's roll. Let's talk to her, why not? Somehow she got lost. Alright, so... Oh, dang. That would have been nice. Can't do a wide sword because it's an L. Yeah, there's no way to set that. Oh, wait a minute. Is there? No, there's not. That's fine. That's fine. It'll be a 2-turner. So we won't make such rapid progress in Battle Network 2 compared to Battle Network 1. I feel like Battle Network 1 we were knocking out 2 bosses a night for a good while there. It's not like that in Battle Network 2. There's a much more appropriate amount of time between bosses, essentially. Oh, I was about to try to run, but I forgot that I really can't. Not just yet. Gotta do something to level up Megaman first. And that's another thing with not being forced to fight every single battle. Your Zenny, your wallet, is going to be a little lighter. That said, things aren't quite as expensive in this one. We'll swap out a panel out for guard. Now I'm pretty sure Hope Data is right over here to our right. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Boop. That's a pretty easy one. Shockwave H. There we go. Alright, we got it. Now, Shockwave at this point in the game is actually pretty useful. So let's swap out things that are useless. Looks like we actually have a couple of them. It's kind of nice. Because, I mean, they do... Oh, it's 40. They're a little more powerful. In other games, I forgot, it's only 40 in this one. But still, a Shockwave gives the opportunity for multiple hits in the same row. That's nice. It pierces, which is also nice, of course. Alright, so now we got to make our way back to the square. Yoink. Zenny. Pew. Pew. Alright, we've passed up our guide by quite a bit. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Got Hope Data, blah blah blah. Got Hero Data, blah blah blah. Already got that bug frag. Blah 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 blah. Go back to square. Cool. Alright, we got another Shockwave. I think 5 is the limit for same type of chip. So let's get rid of another recovery. Honestly, we just really don't need it. I would rather have another one of these as opposed to that. Yum. Man, it's real nice to be playing this again. I think you guys are giving me a reason to do so. You know what? If you do this cleverly enough, you might actually be able to get both. Little bastard. Be faster. There you go. That was close. If I had waited any longer, you would have got me. Honestly, the existence of a... So you saw mini energy as a sub-chip earlier. There's one called full energy that does what it says it does. It'll heal you fully. With the existence of full energy, recovery chips are pointless. There's only a few areas of the game where you would really need to heal yourself like that. This isn't it, you know what I mean? Alright, let's talk to old dude. What's up? Z license, boom, we're sitting at Netbattlers. Oh, sorry, not yet. That was the qualifier. My bad. There we go. The chip selection system. Couldn't remember where you get it or how it like starts, but there you go. Now you see 4 megabytes is your limit for your select chip or selected chip. I mean, attack 10 is always useful. I forget what freaking button will make. There we go. So on the Legacy Collection, select button does this on the Switch, brings up that menu. You're going to want to use your ZL or ZR triggers. Let's do that. I imagine the controller scheme is the same on PS5, which would make that L2 and R2. Oh my goodness, can't believe how long I had to think about that. Golly. I'm more of a PlayStation gamer than a Nintendo gamer. I think all my favorites, few exceptions, if we're talking console, not handheld, were PlayStation 1 or 2. Yeah, I mean, I had some favorites on N64, of course. You know, Super Mario 64, Yoshi's Story, Cruisin', friggin' Smash Brothers. I know there were amazing Zelda games and Star Fox and stuff. I never really played those. But I know they're there. I mean, N64 was just an amazing system. I just didn't have money. I was a kid, you know what I mean? And now all the physical copies of those games are just absurdly expensive. PlayStation was just cheaper. A game, I would buy games for like 20 bucks as opposed to some absurd price for N64. Nintendo was doing Nintendo things even back then. It's just they weren't the way that they are now. You know what I mean? They weren't quite as anti-consumer, you know what I mean? We just talked. Got that. Alright, so we got Mayl. That's right. I guess we should check that. Pretty sure it's useful. Yep, there we go. Cool. So that lets you open up the hell's it called? Those little security cubes. Actually, you know what? Let's go and do that. Is hers in DIN 1 or 2? Guys, in 1. Okay, so let's jack out and jack back in. Oh wait, let's say hey to Roll and Gutsman. Cool. We still don't have enough cash for really anything. Not in the mood to grind just yet. Oh, we got a phone call. Another phone call. Worried, but not too worried. So that's going to lead into the first major story event. Let's head to Mayl's PC, which is somewhere over here. I think it's the first one you encounter. Boop. See, guard is much more useful in this game. A little bit of zinni, it's enough to buy our first HP memory. Running past all these guys, let's get to Mayl's PC security cube thing. These guys will stay in that line. How convenient for us. Let's get some more cash. Do love cash. Oh yeah, the mysterious one. We can open that yet. This one's Yai up here, so Maylu's down here. That's right. So it's written in this game, Mayl. Proper pronunciation, or really, in Japanese it's Maylu. The anime it's Maylu, and the manga it's Maylu. They tried to, what's the word for it? Region, golly, there's a word for when they like change things like that in anime or whatever for the region. I can't recall. It'll come to me later when it no longer matters. As is my nature. There we go. Alright. So you'll get passcodes to security cubes, etc., and access to people's PCs, and they'll always have something useful in there in terms of mystery data and things like that. If you're trying to net battle, by the way, I believe you can only have one gospel chip, if any. I don't recall. Dude, S ranked. Got a Quake 1. Definitely useful. It does 90. That is more than I thought. So it's basically a better version of Mini Bomb, but I believe we have other chips that need to be weeded out first. So let's get rid of Crossgun for Quake 1. There's a program advance called Mom Quake, or Heavy Stamp, I don't recall. Anyway, there's a program advance for Quake chips. So just keep your eye on them. Or rather, keep your eye out for them. Well, I mean, if the game's gonna be this generous, it's hard to say no. Didn't get him. That's annoying. Got him just as he was like, whatever, jumping up. Should have thrown a second one. Balls. That was dumb. I know better than that. Oh, damn. Alright, I'm sucking there. My bad, guys. Oh, damn, dude. Terrible. Mess around and get like a busting rank or whatever of 1 or something. 3, 6, okay, I mean, but still, like, terrible. My bad. I'm better than that. Well then. I mean, that'll do it. Absolutely. And double delete will guarantee S rank. Cool. Alright. That is what Maylu's PC's got. Although, should we, let's buy an HP memory. I think, there was a shopkeep in Area 1 that had the cheapest one. Yes. So, if I was you, I would keep track of, what shopkeep has a power up, that you haven't got. Because at a certain point, late game, post game especially, you'll be like trying to figure it out, and it's annoying to do so. So just keep track of it, and you won't have to figure it out. Oh, I forgot about the cooldown. That's annoying. It won't let you have two shockwaves present on the screen at the same time. You have to wait until the first one is finished before you create a second one. There we go. Shop's up here. Oh wait, he's not gonna move. Let's lure this guy down here. So the Meatars will always attack in order of proximity to you. Just so you know. Alright, here's the shop. What's up, dude? Give me that dang. Yeah. Now that should allow us, that alone should allow us, see, we're level 2 now, to run from those minor enemies. Okay, so obviously we need to go to Yai's house. You'll recognize it as the only giant-ass house in this whole town. Bum, 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 bum. Is there anything I actually like need the guide for in this part of the game? Let me keep looking. No. There's nothing really like hidden necessarily. This first part of the game, other than those bug frags, which you might not even know about unless you happen upon them accidentally, because they don't hint at them, I think, until, I don't know, 30-40% through the game. Like, it's a pretty significant ways in. Sorry, scrolling through. I just want to make sure I'm not about to miss something. Oh, there's a bug frag there. Okay, cool. But that'll be present on the map. Excuse me. Alright, cool. It doesn't really look like there's any real need to consult the guide for this first area. Let's go and bring up the map for the next area that we'll be in, just for you know, convenience sake. Oh wait. By the way, yes, that come back before dark. Yes, that's how life used to be, man. Shit used to be safe. I would routinely just take my bike and either by myself or with neighbor kids, just go. Get on my bike and ride around the neighborhood and not come back until it got dark. We did used to live like that. It used to be safe enough to do that. A lot of things have changed in this country since I was a kid. A lot of things. And I'm sorry that you, younger generations, have been deprived of such an experience as kids, because it was, that's how it's supposed to be, and it's not that way anymore. Hey puppy, what's up? You gotta go outside? Alright, give me just a second. Let me check out over here. History data. Okay, there's your full energy. Let's go and jack out of here. Alright. I need to let the dog out. Just gotta pee. That's absolutely not happening in here. So give me just a second, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Gotta do something about this music before I talk to y'all. Alright, let's go to the guy's house. Learn from Dex's behavior. Those that crave the mantle of leadership are often the worst leaders. Alright, check that. I'm pretty sure it's important. In general, when you get an email, check it in this game. It's almost always useful. I believe you only get roll chips through an email. I mean, for the most part. But I believe her chips got a power up as well. If I recall correctly. Yeah. So that's it'll hit the nearest enemy. It's an auto hit. Unless they're like not there, right? So it's pretty damn useful, and it will heal you afterwards. So find something you don't much care for. For me, that'll be one of the 5 shockwaves. Little unnecessary. 5 Navi chips. Oh, we already have 5 Navi chips. Just kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that is correct. Yeah, sorry, Roll. Girl, you're nowhere near as valuable as 4 Gospel chips and Gate SP. Or Gate Man SP. So what you want to do is you're going in here, right? Yeah, he's trapped. There's a whole bunch of gas and stuff in the tub. She's passed out because of it. Dex is passed out as well. We'll jack in here. That's the access to, what is it, the gas comp, I think. Right? Yep. There we go. Oh my goodness, music that's not annoying. The whatever panic or something bad is happening music is it's annoying. It always annoyed me. It's like the only song that I don't like on the soundtrack. Oh man. Well, this week's been good. Real good so far. In terms of like testing requirements for Taekwondo and stuff, knocking that stuff out. Almost done with the book that is my main source for the paper. I have like a paltry sum of pages left. It shouldn't take me long. I just need a second to get to it, you know. And a brain active enough to digest it, you know. But I've still got time for that. That's a couple months away. I started breaking yesterday, doing practice breaks. We have 3 practice breaks per limb for the breaks that you'll be performing at the actual belt test. Prior to the belt test, they're due take a couple weeks beforehand, with very few exceptions. You've power breaking and you have specialty breaking. Specialty breaking is really just your chance to show off. It's not really difficult. You get to choose all 4 techniques. You got to break something with each limb, and one of those techniques has to be in the air. So you got to jump for one of them. You can. It's like you choreograph it. Choreograph it essentially is what it is. It's just a singular board per technique, so I mean it's not difficult to do. You hit it in the right spot and it'll break. unless you're a child. But I mean, there's a minimum age for black belt, so that's never going to be an issue. You should be breaking adult boards, which are with the 10-inch ones, I think, in diameter. I think it's not oak, is it pine? There are like all these regulations, I forget, dude. I just break the shit. I don't know, man. I think oak would be crazy. Oak is like stupid dense. I wouldn't want to break oak. Pretty sure pine is what we do. I forget. But so you get you got to break each of your breaks essentially 3 times before the test. They do that for the younger students, so that, you know, hey, you're not going to the test and being like, oh my god, I can't do this, or, you know, getting in your head about it. It's to build confidence for the younger students, and I guess really just for practice for the older ones, which is fine. I like breaking stuff. It's fun. I don't care. So I got done with my first. I'm doing elbows for arm techniques. I did my right yesterday. I did my left today. So got 2 more for them, and then I'm thinking what my plan is, just to make sure that I'm not being stupid and like hurting myself and making my wife mad at me again. What I'll do is I'll just 1 elbow break per limb per week. Give myself that week to recover before I do another elbow. In between, I'll do the leg techniques, the leg breaks, which for me is, I chose side kick. It shouldn't, I know I can break this level. It's 6 boards. It's 4 for the elbow. I know I can break 6. So I don't, for once I don't foresee difficulty with these breaks. I shouldn't put myself in the same position that I did last time, where I was kind of cramming them all in towards the end. I should be able to kind of spread it out much better this time, which is good. I won't stress out as much, because the whole process is pretty stressful, and you get in your head, and it's like the anticipation. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a culmination of a lot of work. For me, I've been a first degree for I think a few years now. That's not typical. Normally it's like a 1-year waiting period, but I was a new father right after becoming a first degree, and I just did not have time to make it to class regularly. I did a lot of my training on my own, which does not help towards attendance requirements, and therefore I was in kind of a limbo state. Sort of. I think like the rules are a little different with adults. There's a little more leeway, because like I was able to show my instructor, my master, that you know, like I knew my shit. Clearly demonstrate that I practice at home. But like you still got to show up, you know what I mean? And I wasn't able to show up with any sense of regularity, and so it took me this long to get to the point where, hey, you can test for 2nd degree now. So I'm pretty excited. You know, life happens, and you should never allow life happening to remain a permanent obstacle between you and your goals. Never quit. No matter how long it takes, it is always worth it to persevere and to not give up and to freaking make it to that finish line. I can leave you with some advice tonight. There it is. But much like Battle Network 1, in Battle Network 2, the framework, the formula, is essentially you you have some kind of dungeon area like this per boss, right? You do some exploration, some story stuff in Land's world and the real world, or on the net. You've got like access to new areas, blah blah blah. You fully explore them, and then you come to an area like this, fight a boss, story stuff happens, and that gives you more access to the net. And then you fight another boss, and etc. It just keeps going, right? So you make it to the end, and then there's like secret shit afterwards, post game, lots of post game. So it'll follow that kind of a formula. So we've already got our map up. Let's go and talk to this NPC, Mr. Program, as he's called. Why indeed? Couldn't have anything to do with that sketchy ass blonde dude outside Lance's house, huh? Alright, so this will happen to you if you get hit by the gas. It's not going to hurt you, it's just annoying. Alright, we got some Zinni. Alright, so there are 3 mystery datas here. Obviously we just got the first. The second one is a recovery 10. The asterisk code, and a V-gun A. So basically we'll be making our way past the little gas dudes. That's a shame, they're just out of range. Can we run from these guys yet? Cool. But you turn it off by turning this little thing, which doesn't look like we can do. We just time it, that's all. Just mystery data. There we go. Triple delete. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely love to see it. Boom. Alright. There's numero dos. And then on purpose, boink. Now, we want to get over there. I think there's something over here, isn't there? Yeah, the other mystery data is over there. Ah, beats Hank for the first time. Yeah, whatever. Let's get rid of these two. So they throw mini bomb-like things that do that. Pretty easy to dodge unless you have multiple enemies, in which case it's a problem. Which is why I wanted to get rid of everyone else first. I might have... Oh, okay, cool. I thought I did that too quickly. Cannon D. Oh, that's right. Okay, so there's ABC. That gets you Z cannon. There's also ABCDE. That gets you O cannon, Omega cannon. And that's a common theme for program advances. They kind of split them up into types. Heretofore. So there you go. Basically Z Cannon 1, which is what you'll get for ABC or any like 3-letter combination. It gives you, I think, 3 seconds of invisibility and unlimited use of that chip, which is considerably stronger. Unlike in Battle Network 1, where it's literally just that same version of the chip. It'll hit, the Z cannon will be like a boom, 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 on impact. So it'll do 3 times damage each shot, which is pretty badass. Like, it's a game changer, and it's easily accessible pretty much from the beginning of the game, as you can see. What's up, Gutsman? Alright, so you turn that to progress, basically. Where's I going with that? I forget what I was saying. Yeah, whatever. Sure, it wasn't that important. Oh, that's right, program events. It was important. For the Omega, so Z, the Z class program advance, those are Zeta. The O class is the Omega, right? For the Omega program advances, it basically, I think it like doubles the amount of time, or it gives you 10 seconds or something. Basically, same damage, same function, just much longer as being invincible or invisible or whatever it is. Basically, you can't take damage while that's going on. Boop. And boop. Cool. Yes. Always expect a fight whenever you do something like that, although I don't think there's one here. That's right. Cool. Alright, Dex is alright now. Just need to get him some oxygen. Fresh air or whatever. Alright, there's the first part. Got all the mystery data we progressed with, story and stuff. Cool, let's open up the map for Gas Comp 2. Alright, so there are 4 mystery data here. HP memory, bug frag, mini energy, and reg up 1. So reg up, regular memory up. So it increases your regular memory by whatever number follows its name. So 1 obviously increases it by 1, which means it would increase our 4 megabytes to 5, right? You can all do basic math, of course. I'm not insulting your intelligence, I'm just, that's how it works. So the first mystery data is over here. So let's just get blown down there on purpose. This is Yai's Navi, by the way. Glide. Complete wuss. It's just gas. It's not going to hurt you, doesn't even damage you. And actually his powers would be uniquely useful here. I'm just saying. There's one. Oh. Attack plus 10 doesn't work on that. I mean, that's fine. But yeah, time that well, and you can protect yourself from some damage. I got a mini bomb, which is, I mean, it's fine. Did we already get the... Yeah, we did. We're at 140. Oh, that's right. Alright, let's try to diagonally go here. It's 3 of 4, I believe. Yeah. Oh yeah, let me turn this off. Can we run from that? That's annoying. Cool. Cool. I think there's only 2 gas comps, isn't there? Yeah. Alright, so we do this. That's going to clear the ventilation a little bit. Alright, so land recalls something that Yai said earlier, talking about a fan, which is going to be right here. We're going to use that to blow away the gas and allow the ventilator to actually do what it's supposed to freaking do. You would think rich people would have something that works better, but whatever. God, did I get like bit? A mosquito or something? Golly. Womp womp. Gas came right on back. But it did clear the way to access the boss. Airman. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all way. Alright, so this one is what we need to activate to be shot over there to access the boss. So this time we're intentionally turning the gas on in order to navigate. Let's just turn this off so we don't have to deal with this crap while we're getting the mystery data. And we're just gonna waste time and get annoyed, not get anything out of it from that battle. 5. Yep, nothing changes there. Ah, that's right. That gives us access to this guy. And that's the one we want. That'll allow us to access the boss. So we turn this back on. Alright, save before. And let's fight this asshole. Oh, who could have seen that coming? Creepy guy right outside our house is responsible. Alright, boss battle. Ah, that's an insta-kill. I don't want to do that. For the record, I could have killed him there. Like, instantly with 0 resistance. Just chose not to because it's too cheesy. Too cheesy for a first attempt at a boss. So instead, what we'll do... If I can talk, oh my goodness. We'll miss horribly twice. We'll see if this works, because I'm curious. It does. Well, that's interesting. A, B, C. There we go. Our first program advance. Stupid tornadoes. Damn. Cost me some damage I would have otherwise been able to deal. Oh wait, so it only did 80. So it doubles the damage. It doesn't triple it, my bad. I mean, that'll work. If he stays in the same daggum spot. Now he's got less places to move. Oh, damn it, I'm stupid. was hoping he would shoot me, because I could just guard against that, but it's fine. Oh, that's a fun setup. Let's do that. Oh, damn it. If I can aim. Oops. Can't count to 3, that's concerning. That's alright. Bonk. The reward is the same, regardless of your like actual time, or performance, busting level otherwise. So you'll get their chip the second time you fight them. When you fight their V2 versions, you'll get their V1 chip. And then when you fight their V3 versions, which is a ghost, a Navi ghost that randomly appears in a designated area, then based on your performance, your busting rank, whatever, busting level, you can get V2 or V3. I mean, or even V1 or Zenny or whatever. Alright. Our resident rich chick is saved and groggy. Actually kind of weird making jokes like that about they're what grade are they in? Are they 5th graders? Yeah, like that kind of humor in a game where the protagonist and his friends and everybody are like 10. Honestly, it's fucking disgusting. Ugh. There we go. Now we have a name to the face. Gospel is the main antagonist of the game. A new net mafia. A new type of organized crime. Alright, let's go back. There we go. Hey, that was pretty damn good timing. It's almost quitting time. You know, honestly, I feel fine. I say let's stay up a little longer. Blah blah blah. Airman. Cutscene. Excuse me. Alright, check out the bed. And you'll get her little passcode, which is useful. We'll deal with that in a second. First, let's get in her little telephone, which only looks ancient. Ancient by their standards. It really wasn't that long ago that you had the rotary phone, which is what that is. Look that up, kids. You'll get a kick out of it. Alright. Wind box just blows you around, so you're stuck in like the backmost row. Which honestly is kind of annoying, but it's not too bad. B-Tank will never fire at you if you're in the same row as him. Let's just run. Oh, we can't escape this one. We're not going to be able to get their chip from the chips that we pulled. Ah. Our opening hand, so to speak. almost got killed again. Bonk, bonk. Cool. Now we can move freely. Bonk. Q. Just got hit once. Probably not gonna, probably not gonna get what we need, of course. Some mystery data here. Reg up 1. It brings it up to 6. Meh. Does that change anything? No. Ah, Mr. Program. Oh, sad face. I wouldn't mind the, what is it, the fan chip from this guy, or the wind, or whatever it is. It's actually useful for probably the best program advance in the game, Gator. It involves a Navi with the G code that you'll find when you get access to Scilab, and fan and wind, I believe. All G or like asterisk or whatever, right? So I mean, if you get the opportunity, I would try to get that. Keep trying to charge up, and I forget you got to get a power up put into charge to be able to charge. You don't just have the ability to charge by default. Yep. Interesting commentary on society, I guess. This is 20 years ago, too. Alright, so this is easy access to Yai's PC. We can get whatever mystery data is here, and then unlock the security cube thing. Security cube on the other side. It's the first time you're encountering Spooky in this game. Pretty useful for us to have a screen freezing chip to deal with him, so you can't just bounce around and run away. So if you're curious, Spookies are how you would farm recovery chips, if not through Chip Trader. They also have their own chip called Invisibility, which is insanely useful, especially in fights like Base, which is just ass. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Nice. Cool. Actually went pretty well. I'm a little rusty. I'm surprised I didn't get hit. But hey, I mean, I'll take it. Damn, I'm trying to line them all up. I guess they won't. It's fine. No big thing. Actually, just wait for him to come to you and sword him. Oh shoot. Fat fingered it. Golly, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my goodness. Just super fat finger, man. Terrible timing. There we go, my goodness. That was really bad timing. I mean, it's fine. No big deal. No real consequences. And there we have our third HP memory. Let's make sure that we didn't, forget anything here. Should be able to run from that. It's just 2 METARs. Ugh, thank you. I don't want to waste your time. There we go. Boom. Nice. We have enough Zinni to clean this guy out of HP memories. Don't really need that. I'm not spending money on a spreader. Oh, hey, you know what? Can we access Airman V2 yet? I don't recall if it's immediate or not. Let's find out. Why not? We have it, they're there. Let's do it. S rank, yes sir. So, whether or not he's here right now, this is where you find Airman V2. So the V2 version of a given Navi Ghost, which is what they're called after you kill a bad guy, right? They're always in a designated spot. Their V3 version appears randomly in a designated area. Is he not there? Yeah, okay, so he hasn't spawned yet. We're a little ahead of the game. We got all excited. Tried to find him before he was even there. So, alright, we already checked out the telephone. We checked out Guy's PC. We're like, that's funny. We're ahead of the guide. I've played this game enough where I pretty much know where everything's at. I could probably 100% it, or damn near, by myself without the use of a guide at this point. But I still like to have one just to double check, because if you forget one thing, you'll drive yourself nuts trying to figure out where that last whatever it is you missed is at. Blah 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 blah. Alright, cool. Oh cool, that already? Heck yeah. Alright, cool. I think that was worth the excursion. Doggo, I don't think it's real. Yeah, it's a statue. Can we jack into the statue? I don't recall. Ah, yes, that's right. Can be jacked into, but not by us. Well, you done good. Damn right. Yeah, Higsby's traveling. So we're in Electopia. He's in Nettopia, I believe. Which is, we're in Japan. He's in Europe right now, basically. Buddy, you have a problem with the weakest virus? I think you're in the wrong field. Alright, so here's your first subchip dealer in like the real world. He's got an unlocker. That's great, but we don't have that kind of cash. I thought you could jack into their piano, but I guess not. That's her PC right there, of course. Oh, this is the sprite used for some type of like official Netbattler dude. Oh, good for you. It's actually not bad. Alright, so, yeah, there you go. 250. It's... What is it, 50 more? Right? No. It's like 100 more, almost, right? Than Battle Network 1. So difference here. This tracks what program advances you've done. Okay, very important. Battle Network 1 has a single star that you can earn on the title screen that appears next to continue. In Battle Network 2 and onward, there are multiple, usually like 7. Battle Network 2 is, I'd say, probably the most annoying to get. All 7 stars in. Because one of those, one of those stars requires you to basically be absolutely screwed by RNG, and it requires a second person and insane levels of luck. It's just ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. There's like 10 secret chips, right? That can only be gotten with an insanely low drop rate. By S-ranking somebody, or a real person that you're PvPing, right? Easiest way, get a buddy to just sit there and do nothing and S-rank them. And then trade duplicates to each other so that you both get that star. But even so, it's going to take, I think the drop rate is like 1 in 2 or 3 or 4,000. It's stupid. And then you can get like duplicates of the same one. It's just obnoxiously frustrating. The drop rate makes it just completely just ridiculous. So much so that I would never pursue such a thing, even considering how much I love this game. That's just, nah. That's like the Chocobo in Final Fantasy X. Like, I don't care about Tidus's whatever celestial weapon enough to frustrate myself like that. Or Lulu's Thunder Strike, or Lightning Strike thing for hers. Like, just not, dude. Absolutely not. So, the library in Battle Network 2 tracks what program advances you have successfully done. I don't believe 31 counts towards the star given for completing your program advanced library, because this one requires, I think, basis chip and then all of the gospel chips. And it's an unofficial. It's like not a. You can only do that if you, when the game came out, you had to go to Japan to get the gospel chips that it just freely gave us for Legacy Collection. And base you can only get after completing post game and fighting the final boss. Base. Who, by the way, is way harder than in Battle Network 1. Like, it's to S-rank him would be insane. Whereas, I mean, I basically did it the first try or second, third, or whatever in Battle Network 1. It was pretty easy in the first one. That is not the case in the rest of the series. Base is insanely difficult. And he's pretty prominent, actually, in the story in both 2 and 3. But then he's also just, in general, present for the rest. 1 through 6. But yeah, I don't believe you have to worry about 31 when looking to get that star. In my... What the hell is it? In my main file, I have all stars except for the one for the secret chips, which is, that's the PvP one I was talking about. Super duper annoying. Alright, what's up, Dex? Yes, please. Can I? Hell yeah. Let's whoop up on Gutsman. Oh. Oh. Well, fine. Let's do that. Bonk. So his attacks basically don't work if there's a broken panel. Nah, not gonna be like that. Ta. Panel came back just in time. It's fine though, we got his chip. Which by the way is way more useful. They give him a little bit of power boost in Battle Network 2. I think it starts at like 50 instead of like 40 or something stupid. Yeah, 50. And then it ends at, I want to say, 100. It's 3 rows of shockwave, essentially, and cracks the panels the shockwaves touch. Very useful. Alright, so we got his chip. Let's go and get into, as well as his password to his little security dude. The hell is called. So let's go and check it out. Do some exploration. And we should be able to run from this one. By the way, the weird little, the thing that's spinning in the background that's a fish cake, that's what Naruto is named after, if you're curious. It's called Naruto, if you care. Dude, there's Canodums 2 here? Canodum 2's here? That's a little much for this early in the game, isn't it? No, I mean, okay. First, we need a safe space to just squat for a sec. I mean, this will only take down one of them. I suppose it's worth it. Looks cool. Fun to use. Why not? We'll just hang out. So they'll do more damage and their cursor will fly across the screen quite a bit faster. There we go. Yeah, that's about right. That's fine. A little bit of cash. Thanks, Dex. Gut punch. Useful. Also part of a program advance. 70 damage. Basically, it's a weaker sword. But it's nice to have. Let's get rid of a shockwave. Alright, cool. We're done here. Let's go here, open that up. It's best to take care of that immediately, otherwise it's just real easy to forget stuff. Take care of it right away and you just don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? It's like chores. Cleaning up, keeping the house neat, you know. You just do shit as it pops up instead of leaving it for later, and your life is just so much easier. Not that I necessarily want to talk. I typically let things pile up. I don't mean to, but, you know. Life happens. Oh, posters. That's right. You'll notice that the posters in Land's room are all references to other Megaman series. What the hell? Mayl. That's right. Golly. This is just email just going out about the operator of Airman getting assassinated by Gospel. Though they don't know what we know. Dramatic irony is what that's called. In case you didn't pay attention in high school lit. Why, hello there, Mrs. Ikati. Can I get into the oven? No. Dude. Is that a damn chocolate cake? Oh my god, you got a cheesecake? Oh, you little bastard. I love cheesecake. Oh, that little monkey dude is from Megaman Legends. Shit, I want cheesecake so bad. That's a duo. It's the final boss in Megaman 8. He makes an appearance in this game as well. I mean, not that version of him. Obviously, it's like Duo EXE, right? Makes an appearance in a later game. Is it 5? Is it 4? Might be 4. So I'll be honest, I don't remember who's there in 5 and 6. I had 1 through 4 on the Game Boy Advance. I only played 5 and 6 through this, the Legacy Collection. So I mean, I don't have nearly as much experience with it. But that is all for this first arc or whatever of the game. First scenario, first whatever. I think, dude, honestly, I think I've got more in me. I'm not tired yet. There you go, Lan. Something, something, springtime of youth. Alright, cool. Whether or not I want to, I think this is a good spot to kind of stop. Because I gotta do some cleaning before bed. Oh goodness. Don't get old. Yeah, I gotta do some cleaning before bed. Wife and baby are sick. So it's all on me, which is it's fine. But it makes her feel better to have a clean house and everything. And I know that if I didn't do it, even in the state that she's in, she would try to. And that's absolutely that's not happening. So let's give her the opportunity to rest with no stress, etc. As much as I would love to keep hanging out with you guys, I need to go take care of real world stuff. But let me let you know when I'll see you next. I'm thinking I don't have anything this weekend. So I'll probably see you guys again on Friday. Either Friday or Saturday. Ideally Friday. I'll try to shoot for Friday. That's the day that, or the night, whatever, that I prefer. If me and the guy, oh wait a minute. No, there's no D&D this week because schedule conflicts. So yeah, it'll be Friday. Unless wife wants to do like a date night type situation, something like that. if something like that comes up, then obviously that'll take precedence over me doing this. Duh. Um, if it's not Friday, I will let you guys know. I'll tell you what. As for next week might be weird. There's some events next week, some stuff that we got. If there's a schedule change with next week, I'll just let you guys know. I can't predict that. This far out, I know it's less than a week away, but I got some stuff coming up next week, and I just don't know when or how my streaming schedule will be affected, but I'll do my best to get 2 streams in next week, and I'll let you guys know of any, or keep you all apprised of any changes from our usual Tuesday Friday schedule. So I'll see you guys then, this Friday, and yeah, man, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, because dude, I freaking love this game so freaking much. And I hope that y'all fell in love with it too, the way that I did the first time I played it, or saw it, I guess. Hope y'all stick around. If you popped in tonight, thank you. Even if you didn't say anything in the chat, thank you, just for the views, man, just for hanging out for however long you did. I appreciate the company. It's just always better with you guys than by myself, because I mean, I'm a single player, story driven kind of gamer. I am completely okay playing by myself. In fact, that's kind of how I'm most comfortable, really. But I mean, it's more fun with you guys, you know what I mean? So thank y'all for popping in. Hope y'all come back. Hope y'all enjoyed what you saw. And I'll see you Friday. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. World gets more dangerous every day, so just make good decisions. I'll see you next time. All right. Night.